Hello, I'm Clicker, and today I'm going to give you some class setup tips for the K7, SMG, and Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer. And in the background, this is going to be some Team Deathmatch on Octane gameplay. Team Deathmatch is one of my favourite game modes because it's pretty short-lasting. Cranked is too short, Domination is too long. Team Deathmatch is really nice. It lasts for as long as, well, 75 kills, which can be pretty long. It can be pretty short, depending on how you're playing. It means if you are doing ridiculously well, you can't just, completely repeat and repeat and repeat. But if you're getting stomped on, it gives you a chance to leave and, between lobbies and stuff. I just really like it for that factor. Anyway, let's get into the actual weapon today. So basically the K7 is a weapon with an integrated silencer. It's one of the 3 weapons in the game like that, the other being the Honey Badger and the VKS, I believe. And basically the silencer weapons, I would imagine, I would have thought that they'd be balanced so that the silencer makes it a little bit weaker by default, but it's always on, so that's the trade-off there. But basically it doesn't actually seem to be that way, because the K7 is one of the best SMGs in its class, and it actually has ridiculously good range. Not ridiculously good, but it has good range for an SMG, and basically the iron sights are good. It just really seems to be the good SMG. Like, the SMGs in this game aren't great, so you're not seeing a lot of these. But if you are going to use an SMG, this is the one to use, because it has MP5-like iron sights. Like, the iron sights are pretty good. I'm using a red dot here because I just slapped on a red dot by default, so I was like, red dot silencer, it's a really, really nice feel. I just want to put that on. But basically, you can use the iron sights just fine, put a foregrip on instead for red dot. There's lots and lots of options as far as that goes. So yeah, let's get into the class build. First of all, we're going to be building basically what I'm using here, because it's a really, really nice close range with the potential for medium range and still doing pretty well build, but you've got to avoid long range at all costs with this weapon, because although you can win gunfights, you have to burst fire a lot, and someone with an R5 or a Honey Badger, they're not going to have to burst fire as much, so they're just going to get their 3 bullets downrange instantly and you're going to be dead. So avoid long range at all costs is the basic idea behind this build. So first of all, we have the silencer built in, so that means we have 2 attachments in addition to the silencer. I like the red dot a lot. The red dot is not necessary, but if you would like to trade that out, then the grip is an alternative. I believe I'm also using extended mags here. This is one of the few weapons that doesn't benefit as much from extended mags. It only gets 33%. Most weapons get 50%, so extended mags isn't the best option unless you really want it here. What I'd recommend is either grip and muzzle brake, grip and muzzle brake, or extended mags and a muzzle brake, or extended mag. Oh, actually, you can't get muzzle brake. Sorry. Grip and extended mags, or extended mags red dot. There's not really too much you can do as far as that stuff goes. You could try armor piercing instead of extended mags if you really don't like the weakened stuff. But on an SMG, I'm not really sure that's the smartest move to make. So, as far as attachments go, there's not really a lot you can do to change it up. I recommend the red dot personally, but that's just because I really like the red dot silencer feel. You don't need it on this weapon at all. In fact, you could probably just go with 1 attachment and just be like, yeah, I don't really like all the sights. Or you could use the one of the sights that allows you to flip back the iron sights and just use it when you need to. There's lots and lots of options as far as that goes. Basically, yeah, so grip, maybe extended mags, it's your call though. So secondly, we're going to go for what do we call it? We're going to go through the equipment and the secondary. So, equipment-wise, again, I think C4 is all you need. I'm using a frag grenade in this game, but you don't actually need to have a tactical if you use your lethal correctly. Again, a frag grenade can kind of cover it, but I'd recommend C4 on a close range build, because a frag grenade basically is my only long range shot here, and it's not a very good one at all. Whereas C4 covers you more at close range, it helps you in those ridiculous gunfights, and it covers your tactical, which by the way for this build we're going to be skipping, because tacticals, they don't work that well in a close range build. So we're going to be skipping tactical in favour of C4 or potentially a frag grenade if that's what you want, but C4 just tends to work better in my opinion, but that's just me. So next we have the secondary. Again, you can leave this slot blank, and in fact it's a pretty good move too, because you already have the close range deadliness. You could go with a launcher secondary, or you could go with none at all, depending on if you want that 1 extra point. It really does depend on you as a player. Like, is Gambler that important to you, or is it upgrading Gambler to Ping important to you? It really is your call, but either a launcher or nothing, or if you really, really want, you can go with a pistol, or akimbo pistols in case you run out if you don't have extended mags, but it's not really going to come up that much. So, as far as perks go, there's a lot of choices, but basically to stick to our build of keeping people close, making sure we don't get caught at distance. We're going to go with Amplify, because Amplify is crazy good in this game if you don't know. If you don't have a headset, you might not be able to use it as well, but it basically makes footsteps a ridiculous amount louder, which is really, really useful. You can see a couple times this gameplay where I'm, like, getting ready for people that there's no way I should have known about. That's Amplify work, it's magic. That's how I, did so well, despite the game being pretty close. So Amplify, definitely necessary if you want to keep people at close range. Ping is another one that can help you, get people from people, because you are at close range. When you ping someone, you'll be able to just go straight to them. They won't know you're there, you'll know they're there. They'll just die. Dead silence would be a clever one to stop yourself getting a sound horde and to make sure you're completely unknown. And if you wanted to, there's two ways you could take your last few perks, because you're going to have 10 perk slots if you followed the guide. You could either go with something like a quick draw and a marathon and an agility, or you could go with a off the radar and a ready up or something, so you are a little bit better prepared and you also have more stealth. It really is your own personal preference. I really like marathon and agility, but I believe in this game I went with a more stealthy build. I might even add quick draw in here, just for the sake of extra power. But quick draw is kind of for wasting SMGs personally, I think so. So yeah, I'd recommend going with either off the radar to get that extra bit of stealth, as well as dead silence, or marathon agility. Depends on how you want to play it. I like marathon agility. They really are good perks. But if you're playing cranked or something, you can make your decision based on that. So finally, we're going to go into how you can make this gun a little bit more for a long range build, because although this is a really close range optimized build, as you can probably tell, you can actually make it a really good long range kind of build that can kind of actually do some pretty decent stuff. So basically the only real stuff you're going to have to, long range, by long range I mean medium range, but basically to do that you're going to have to just switch out your red dot extended mags or extended mags grip for red dot and grip, because you're going to be wanting all the accuracy you can get. You could even go with a thermal hybrid or a regular hybrid. You can go with some form of hybrid or a holographic, some form of sight that will help you stay on target at long ranges, and then you're going to want to pull on the stuff that can help you keep your accuracy. So you're going to trade out stuff for focus, you're going to try your hardest to do stuff like that, and basically that means you can use this as a killer medium range gun, like as a bridge between an assault rifle and an SMG. It's obviously going to lose some gunfights at medium/long range, but if you keep people at medium-ish range, you can still kill them ridiculously well, better than assault rifles can, while also keeping that close range lethality from the hip fire, and it's going to be a nice gun in my opinion. So you're going to want focus and stalker, and that's pretty much it. So that's the K7, a really interesting SMG that has a silencer built in. Mainly played as a close range dominant SMG. I think this is going to be one that's used in competitive a lot, if that ever does kick up for Ghost, because I haven't seen League play yet, but that's it's only been out for 3 days, maybe that comes out later. But basically, yeah, if competitive does happen, this will be the gun that everyone uses, assuming it doesn't get banned or whatever, which would be stupid if it does, but whatever. But yeah, this will be banned if it ever does go to competitive. That'd be sucky, but whatever. I'd say probably the second best SMG is quite a way off, because I've used all the SMGs so far, and they all kind of suck compared to this one. Maybe that's just me, but whatever. So this is the K7. It's a pretty decent weapon. Buy it and try it out if you like SMGs, and you've been failing with all the other ones, like the Bison and the Vector. And yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video giving you class setup tips. Like it if you liked it. Check out the other 2 videos on the screen now. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Well done.